you said feminism is light to women, that career is probably the better option than staying at home. Did I capture what you said accurately? You want to go a little into that?
See, okay, in communication and thought process, though not actual thought, I am closer to men than I am to women. So I have this balance of masculine and feminine energies inside of me. I mean, at certain stages of my life, the feminine was dominant and like emotional chaos and all these things. And then I started writing and sort of leaning on my analytical cognitive mode more. And so I started succeeding in my career in a way that I did not think I would. But I guess if I had thought that staying at home and having children was even a viable option, even potentially less stressful than the career I currently have, which is in technical consulting, like leading a team, whatever, then I might have considered it. But I guess one reason I also didn't consider it is because in Indian culture, women are very much pushed to get married and have a kid or multiple kids. And then your life ends up being subsumed by your family and your in-laws. And I just wasn't about that life. I mean, feminism, I was first attracted to because of the way girls were treated in my family, whether that be in America or in India. Part of my family is Gujarati, my mother's half, and the women in my mother's side of the family treated all the girls like they tried to control their, my mother's movements and my aunt's movements were very controlled. I was controlled by my mother and grandmother. And so I saw feminism as sort of escaped from what did feel like legitimately patriarchal constraints. And now notice I'm not even naming men here. It was women doing the patriarchal enforcement. And so it's the grass is always greener type thing, right? We always think it's going to be better. Like women who stay home that I know, like my friends of mine who I studied with in college who stay home have contacted me being like, hey, how do I enter this particular field? And I struggle to tell them anything because I don't even know how to begin to explain to a stay-at-home mother who's never really worked in the professional, the white collar space. I have tried with very little success to help, but it's incredibly difficult. So if you make that choice initially, it's very difficult to go into the working world. If you start out in the working world, then you might end up losing your childbearing years to work. And then you maybe want to go have a family and stay at home and things, but then you have to take care of your parents who are aging. So women who work and have children end up being squeezed by the children and the parents. So a woman has no good choices in my opinion.